All right, so today we're going to start our Chapter 7, Part 4, Inverse Trig Functions. So far we've used the trig functions to find missing side lengths. Now we are going to use the trig functions to find the missing angle measures. And just like before, there's really only going to be 3 inverse trig functions that we focus on. And you're going to see them one of two ways. You'll either see them with this little -1. Kind of looks like an exponent, but it's not. It's just simply if you see that sign, it means you're going to use inverse. And then sometimes you see them over here where they actually use the word arc sine or arc cosine or arc tangent. And again, either way that you see them, just know that we're using the inverse trig functions. Personally, I prefer the first way. So we're just going to jump in with some examples. All you're going to do is type these into Desmos. There's not a whole lot to say about that. Just remember that in Desmos, you got to check and make sure that your calculator is still in degree mode. My iPad does a pretty good job of saving it, but sometimes it doesn't. So check your Chromebooks and make sure they're in degree mode before you start trying to work these problems. So here I'm going to go to my functions panel. And example 1 wants the inverse of cosine 0.87. So what this is saying is that if I knew this angle, the cosine of this angle is 0.87. So I'm going to hit the same symbol, and then I'm going to type in 0.87. I left out my decimal. And I'm going to get 29.54. So this angle, so theta, I don't want the marker. So theta would be about 29.5 degrees. All right. Next problem. Inverse sine is 0.85. So the sine is 0.85. So theta, I hit the functions, sine 0.85. And I get 58.2 degrees. I'm rounding these to the 10th. I don't think I said that in my directions, but that's what I'm rounding to. And then the last one is the tangent of this angle is 0.71. What is the angle? So theta, I'm hitting functions, and I'm going over here in the middle, inverse tangent, 0.71 and a parenthesis. So this would be 35.4 degrees. And that's all you're doing. Make sure it's in degree mode. Punch the numbers carefully.